Sir, we can start the meeting.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I, Vivek Jain, Company Secretary of Manaksia Aluminium Company Limited, welcome you all to the 15th Annual General Meeting of our company. I hope you and your family are doing well and in good health too. This meeting is being held through video conference mode in accordance with the various circular notification issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities and Exchange Board of India from time to time, which permitted the holding of the annual general meeting through video conferencing, other audio visual means without the physical presence of the member at a common venue. Thereby, member attending this AGM through VCOAVM shall be counted for the purpose of reckoning the quorum under Section 103 of the Act. Further, I would like to inform you that in compliance with the above-mentioned provision, the notice of the annual general meeting and the annual report has been emailed only to those members whose email IDs are registered with the company or depository participant, and a letter providing the web link, including the extract part where complete detail of the annual report is available to those shareholders, have been sent through to a shareholder who have not registered email ID. The notice dated 8 August 2025 along with the annual report is also be made available on the company's website of the stock exchanges where the shares of the companies are listed, that is National Stock Exchange of India Limited and BSE Limited, and on the website of NSDL respectively. Now I would like to inform that the register of director and key managerial personnel and their shareholding maintained under Section 170 of the Act and the relevant document referred to in the notice is kept open and accessible electronically for inspection by member during the continuance of the meeting on the website of the company. Further, the company, pursuant to requirement of Section 108, read with Companies Management and Administration Amendment Rule 2015, has provided the remote e-voting facility through NSDL to all the shareholders of the company as on the cutoff date, that is Tuesday 9 September 2025, to cast their vote electronically from 9 a.m. Saturday 13 September 2025 to 5 p.m. Monday 15 September 2025. Those members who are present in the meeting through VCOAVM facility and have not casted their vote on the resolution through remote e-voting and are otherwise not barred from doing so can vote through e-voting system during the continuance of the meeting. All the members who have joined the meeting have been kept muted by default to avoid any background noise and to ensure smooth conduct of the proceeding of AGM. Once the question and answer session start, the name of the shareholder will be announced in sequence who have registered themselves as a speaker to enable them to speak at the meeting. The speaker shareholder thereafter will be muted to speak. In order to give fair chance to all the registered speaker, we request you to complete your speech within 2-3 minutes of time. The chairman of the meeting reserves the right to restrict the number of questions, time allotted, and number of speakers to ensure smooth conduct of the AGM. The speaker who faces problem to join through video, they can speak through audio mode only. If there is a connection error at speaker end, the next shareholder waiting in a queue will be asked to join, and once connectivity improve and time permit, the earlier shareholder will be given a chance to complete his or her speech. The shareholder who have raised their queries on email, upon consideration of relevancy of the queries, shall be responded with all other queries. Now I request our Chairman Mr. Chandanam Bali to proceed forward the proceeding of the meeting. Thank you.
Dear fellow shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar and very, very good evening. Good afternoon, sorry. I express my gratitude towards the members of the board for giving me the opportunity to chair this meeting. I extend a heartiest welcome to all of you at the 15th annual general meeting of the company and express my thanks for your presence and participation. I, Chandan Amboli, Chairman of the Board of the Director of the company and the Chairman of the Audit Committee and Stakeholder Relationship Committee, attending this meeting from Kolkata. On behalf of the board, I also welcome other member of the board who has joined this meeting from Kolkata. Sri Sunil Kumar Agaral, Managing Director of the company, Sri Debashish Banerjee, Whole-time Director of the company, Sri Supriti Bishas, Non-Executive Independent Director of the company and Chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Sri Anuruddha Agaral, the whole-time director of the company, has joined the meeting from the Haldia, West Bengal. Mr. Suvendu Shekhar Mahanti, non-executive independent director of the company, has joined this meeting from Lagos, Nigeria. I also welcome Sri Ashok Kumar Agaral, Chief Financial Officer of the company, who has joined us from Kolkata. Other attendance of Mr. Ani Agaral, partner of the Mrs. Dangi Jain and Company Statutory Auditor, and Mr. Ashit Kumar Lab from the MS AK Lab and Company, Secretarial Auditor and the Scrutinizer of the meeting. As per the confirmation provided by the company secretary, it is placed on the record that the requisite quorum for the conducting the meeting is present. As the requisite quorum is present, the meeting is declared as open. Now by request, I feel pleasure and proud in welcoming you all in the 15th annual general meeting of your company. Over the past year, the global economy remained steady, but faced challenges from showing growth, strictly inflation, highly interest rate, and geographical tension. US tariff and rising of protectionism added further uncertainty to the world economy and business. In major economics, the US faced modest growth supported by the consumer spending. Europe experienced mixed recovery, and China continues its structural transformation towards domestic consumption and technological driven industry. Indian macroeconomic fundamentals remain strong and easing inflation, ample foreign exchange reserve, political stability and satisfactory financial market. US imposed a 40%, 50% tariff on the certain exports. Government respond to this by reform, stating with steps cut in GST rates on a variety of goods. Indian strong economy standing on rating upgraded to BBB, that is investment grade, from BBB minus from S&P Global, the international rating agency, after 18 years. Looking ahead, the global economy is expected to grow steadily and cautiously. While risks remain, including demand slowdown and inflationary pressure and geographical tension, the combination of earmarking, market and movement technology-led innovation and global policy coordination provides a strong foundation for sustainable growth. As a company, the understanding this global trend will help us to navigate challenges, seize opportunity in the coming years. A 50% US tariff on aluminium has affected the international of the metal scrap and production to and from US. However, this is not affected the shine of the aluminium sector, which holds significant promise and growth potential. Metals wide application across the different industry and its uses is renewable will keep the demand of the growth of the company positive. Now I request our MD of your company, Sri Sunil Kumar Agaral, to address the shareholder of the company, followed by a brief outlay by Mr. Anuruddha Agaral, who is also a full-time director, who is attending this meeting incidentally from Haldia, West Bengal. So, MD sir, please.
Thank you, Chairman sir. And I welcome you yet again to your company's 15th annual general meeting. I feel very proud and glad to see you all every year. As the respected chairman pointed out, the global economic growth in financial year 24-25 slowed down from the strong post-COVID recovery, weighed under inflation and high interest rates. Yet it is stayed positive and resilient. Asia led with a robust momentum, supported by India's strong expansion, while Europe, Latin America, and sub-Saharan African struggle with a weaker demand and policy challenges. China, which consumes more than half of the world's metal production, stabilized at moderate levels. Its property market, which are largely consumer of the commodities, remained in trouble. Home sales prices and new projects launches declined. Government focused on lifting retail consumption by doling out subsidies and support for retail consumption. Also, investments into the renewable power, electrical vehicle, and artificial intelligence offset the slowdown in the traditional sectors. Let me now move to Indian economy. India's economy grew by robust 6.5% in financial year 2024-2025, reaffirming its position as the world's fastest growing major economy. Growth was driven by continued expansion in the service sector, almost 9.3%, along with the gains in manufacturing and construction. Industrial production showed a positive growth all through the financial year, although the pace slowed in financial year 2024 and 2025. The index of industrial production grew by 4%, making its slowest pace in 4 years. Capital expenditure in 2024-25 reached rupees 10.52 trillion, which a higher ratio of capital to revenue expenditure, supporting expansion, productivity, and employment. Both private and government consumption rose. Inflation eased considerably, providing relief to household and boosting consumer confidence. In July 2025, the consumer price index inflation rate dropped to 1.55%, the lowest in 8 years. Food prices in particular saw a decline of 1.76% compared to previous year. This paving way, the RBI to cut rates further to help economy. India has emerged as a top global destination for foreign direct investment. The country has witnessed a foreign investment of $81 billion for the year 24-25. The government is targeting annual FDI inflows more than $100 billion. Domestic and foreign institutional investors have also shown strong confidence, with the both groups making significant net purchases in capital market. Flagship initiatives such as PLI, Digital India, and Make in India continue to boost manufacturing, digitization, and job creation, anchoring India's transformation into a more resilient and globally competitive economy. In its latest World Economic Outlook report, the IMF raised India's growth forecast to 6.4% for the year 2025 and 2026, citing a more favorable global outlook. Backed by strong domestic demand and reforms, India is on track to become the third largest economy by 2030, with the projected GDP of $7.3 trillion, as reported by Press Information Bureau of India. Let me now move to some of the burning issues. Global trade was shaken in March this year after US imposed 25% tariff on aluminium imports, extending them to virtually all countries and products, including derivatives like aerospace, parts and packaging material, but excluding scrap. Most exemptions were eliminated, applying even to previously excluded producer. The tariff were further raised to 50% in June 2025, affecting both primary metal and derivative items. Frequently, policy shifts, including 50% tariff on many Indian products exported to US, pushed trade policy uncertainty to the record high. The new setup signals a sharper rise in the trade restrictions and emergence of a new world order where business would like to develop customers and suppliers beyond US. While these uncertainties are likely to slow international trade, business investment and consumption for some time, growth momentum will rebound, helped by policy support, reforms, innovation, and demographics. Let me delve into aluminum industry now. The global aluminum industry has gone through a significant changes in the last few months, especially the US tariff, a 50% US aluminum tariff since June 2025 is reshaping global trade flows and prompting realignment across the industry. Let's look at some of these. Canadian aluminum producers are redirecting exports away from US, targeting Europe and other markets instead. Indian aluminum producers are shifting focus away from US, targeting tariff-free markets like UK, Southeast Asia, UAE, African countries, etc. Aluminium recycling in US is getting boost. Many brownfield and greenfield expansion are lined up. According to US import aluminium scrap is accelerating. Europe is diverting a growing proportion of its scrap exports to US due to good offers from the US importers due to benefit from tariffs. This shift is straining European recyclers who face a reduced access to scrap metal. In response, the European Union is considering measures such as export restriction to protect its recycling sector. Availability of European scrap to India too is declining. Due to the above factors, India is switching to other countries like UAE, Saudi Arabia, South Asian countries, Australia, New Zealand, and United Kingdom. The metal industry, including your company, is slowing, adapting to these changes despite the challenges. Aluminum demand grows at a positive trend. This is not without reasons. As you all know, aluminum's biggest strength lies in its diverse application. The metal plays a key role in automotive, appliances, and consumer durables, power transmission, aerospace, and construction. Moreover, the metal is indispensable for sunrise industries like solar and wind power and electrical vehicle. The versatility of the metal is the reason why the demand for growth for aluminum has remained positive years after year. This is especially true for our country, India, where modernization and urbanization are largely early stages. With this adaptability and eco-friendly appeal, aluminum is said to remain a cornerstone of industrial development for years to come. Let me now move to performance of your company for the year 24-25. Your company delivered its average financial and operational performance, consolidated performance for the year 24-25 in spite of various challenges such as steep tariff by US government and ongoing war between Israel, Hamas, and Russia-Ukraine war, and many other geopolitical tensions. Despite these headwinds, your company registered an all-time high consolidated business EBITDA of 43.92 crore on a turnover of 509.14 crore in financial year 24-25 against EBITDA of 35.99 crore on a turnover of 432.49 crore in the year financial year 23-24. EBITDA percentage grew from 8.32% to 8.63% for the financial year 24-25 for financial year 23-24. There is an increase of 7.93 crore in EBITDA for the year 24-25. your company has achieved a turnover of 509.14 crore in financial year 2025 against 432.49 crore in financial year 2024. There is a growth of 17.72% in the top line. The entire production for flat roll products for the financial year 2025 was 17,241 metric tons as compared to 14,965 metric tons in financial year 2024. There is a growth of 15.22% in production as compared to financial year 2024. The sale for flat roll products in financial year 2025 was 16,423 metric tons as compared to 14,600 metric tons for the financial year 2024. There is an increase in sales volume by 1743 metric tons, which is almost 11.88% more than financial year 2024. The cost of material consumption was in line with financial year 2024, around 70% of the revenue. In spite of the all troublesome, your company achieved a profit of 8.06 crore before tax in financial year 2025 against profit of 6.58 crore in financial year 2024. Now I like to project some of our financials for the year 2025-2026. The company has targeted turnover of more than 600 crore in financial year 2025-2026. The company continues to follow the various steps initiated in the previous financial year for improving the profitability in future years. Following steps has been undertaken for our business. Focusing on developing new customer in domestic and overseas in various new segments like false ceiling, composite panels, circle, aluminium fan blade, cable tray, foil stock, etc. Various research and development drives are undergoing for upgradation of plant and machinery to reduce cost of conversion and improve quality of finished products. Cost reduction process are also undergoing to reduce certain costs like power and fuel, manpower, administration, and scheduled repair and maintenance. From countries like Europe, UK, Australia, Middle East, new suppliers of raw material being developed for competitive rates and better quality. Plant safety measures, your company is organizing training sessions and seminar for educating the workers and staff. Shifting our focus towards green energy. I once again convey my heartfelt thanks to all our stakeholders, shareholders for their continued trust and confidence in the management of the company. My gratitude to due to my colleagues on the board of their valuable guidance. I also convey my sincere thanks to all our customers, suppliers, bankers, auditors, employees, legal advisors, consultants, and all other business associates and the government and the various authorities for their continued support, interest, and confidence in the companies and its management. Thank you, and wishing you all a very happy festive season ahead. Now I request Mr. Anirudh Agarwal, whole-time director of the meeting, to address the shareholders regarding future outlook of the company.
Mr. Anuruddha, please.
Sir, you have to unmute yourself first.
Mr. Anuruddha Agarwal,
Yes, can you hear me?
you please address the meeting.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody. So I would like to share on what is happening in current financial year and what we are doing in the company. So the current financial year is a very important year for us where we are trying to remodel our business operations. So from a traditional export company, we are getting into the domestic market with new product lines. So this year is a year where we are going to shift from exports into domestic, from traditional products which was going into mainly general engineering quality goods to specific product lines going into uh, big infrastructure projects like airports and household foil, circles, car number plates. So this is among the various products that we are launching. So we have been historically recycling for our raw material. So we are shifting from recycling into primary metal business where we procure material domestically from the primary producers and we make products which are suitable from the primary metal. So apart from this, we have some capex, not much, which we have aligned this year. So in the years to come, we might go for capex for capacity expansion. So once we are through with this phase, we can definitely grow the company. So this is from my side. Thank you, everybody, and have a happy puja.
Thank you, Anirudh. Since the annual report of the company is being with you, consider the director's report, annual audit, financial statement, and auditor's report thereon, notice dated 8th August 2025, along with the explanatory statement as read. Now I request Sri Vivek Jain, Company Secretary, to briefly read out the business as set out in the notice.
The agenda item as set out in the notice are as follows. Ordinary business as set out in the notice are to consider and adopt the annual audited financial statement of the company for the financial year 31st March 2025 and the report of Board of Directors and Auditors thereon. To declare a final dividend of 7% per equity share of rupees 1 each of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025. To appoint a director in place of Mr. Devasis Banerjee, who retires by rotation at this annual general meeting and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Now the special business as set out in the notice are to approve reappointment of Mr. Subhendu Sekhar Mohanty as a non-executive independent director of the company for a second term of 5 years with effect from 1st October 2025. To approve reappointment of Mr. Anirudh Agarwal as a whole-time director of the company for a period of 3 years with effect from 7th November 2025. To approve appointment of Mr. Asit Kumar Lal, practicing company secretaries, as a secretarial auditor of the company for a term of 5 consecutive years from financial year 2025-26 onward. To ratify the remuneration payable to cost auditor for the financial year ended 2025-26. Now I request the chairman to proceed further with the meeting.
Thank you, Vivek. The name of the shareholder will be called out in the sequence to raise their queries. The detailed explanation regarding the question and answer session has already been informed by our company secretary. You were hence requested to keep your queries brief and in light with just the operation of the company. The queries will be answered once we listen to the queries raised. The question answer session is now over. I now begin. I request this company secretary to announce the name in sequence.
The first speaker is Mr. Subhaskar.
Hello. Am I audible? Thank you.
You are audible.
Thank you. Namaskar. Good afternoon, everyone. respected Chairman, sir, esteemed MD, sir, and honorable members of the board. I am Subhash Kaur joining from Kolkata. Chairman, sir, your speech was excellent, and MD, sir, incited about significant value, along with Anuruddha, sir. Sir, congratulations on your strong financial result, consistent dividend payout, and truly appreciate the efforts of the management team in developing robust and impactful CSR framework. I wholeheartedly support all the resolution passed through remote e-voting. Sir, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the respected, well-experienced company secretary, Mr. Vivek Jain, and the entire team, providing excellent investor service, registering my name as a speaker, and including the timely sending of speaker joining link and sequence number. Some of my questions, sir. With significant increase in the debt of equity due to production-related investment and rising finance cost, how is the company planning to optimize its capital structure while maintaining profitability? My second question is, sir, given the stable but moderate EBITDA and net profit margin, what measure is the company taking to improve operational efficiency and cost management in FY 2025-26? And final query, sir, what is the strategic plan for the newly incorporated US subsidiary, and how will it drive global growth? Nothing to add more, sir. Thank you, sir, for providing me with this opportunity to express my view. Namaskar.
Thank you, Mr. Subhash. Now the next speaker is Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, please.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I've joined this meeting from my residence city of Joy, Kolkata. I feel proud to be a seller of Manaksia Aluminium, and I thanks to you and your team for good result of the company for the year 24-25. And I thanks to the company secretary and his team to help us to join this meeting through VC. Sir, you and MD has covered all things which were surrounding in the mind of investors to ask in the AGM, because you have already. But sir, demand of aluminum will go up in future, because our beloved Prime Minister is inspiring the peoples to use the renewable energy and green energy, and he is exploring the new metro stations and the airports. So demand will come in these sectors for the aluminum. So how you are ready? Give your contribution in that demand, and what type, how much impact will come due to a tariff of 50% on alumina by the US? So what, and MD has covered several things, so I will not go in the deep. I strongly support all the resolutions with the hope that when we meet next, it will be double and payout will be double to pay out to the employees and the investors. With this, I strongly support all the resolutions with the hope that we will get good return in coming time under the leadership of our MD and his team of management, and wish you all the coming best Puja and Dashera and Deepavali to you and your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Manojji. The next speaker is Mr. Jaideep Bakshi.
Mr. Joydev Bakshi.
Very good afternoon, Chairman and Board of Directors. Myself, Jaideep Bakshi, connecting from the city of Kolkata. First of all, I convey my thanks to our company secretary for giving me an opportunity to express my view and presenting a detailed and informative annual report. Sir, both the initial speeches by your chairman, sir, and the MD was very much informative, shared about about this aluminum sector in the industry and its application in this rising sectors, the sunrise sectors. So I hope this aluminum will have a very much demand in our market, in the industrial demand. So I think our business will also grow, our revenue will also grow in the coming years. And congrats once again for the all involved for bringing out this good performance in our part. And any value-added products are we thinking of through R&D or to serve the our clients? And how much repeat orders have we received? And what is our thought regarding this what do you call this recycling of our materials? Because input cost we can save from that end. And that's all from my side. I wish the company all the best in the coming years. And festive greetings to all present in today's video conference. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bakshi. The next speaker is Mr. Amit Kumar Banerjee.
Good afternoon, sir. Respected Chairman of the meeting, other board members present, other my dear shareholders, also those who are present, myself, Amit Kumar Banerjee from Kolkata. Thank you giving me an opportunity to speak such a beautiful occasion of our company, Manaksia Aluminium Company Limited. It is our 15th annual meeting of the company. Yes, as regards the performance, is no doubt very good. Steady progress, good financial presentations. Total revenue improved. Profit after tax also increased about 604 crore, 4.58 lakhs. It is an improved result in comparison with the last year as visible on the balance sheet. EPS 0.92, market price of the shares around 31.32. Dividend is also there, 0.07 paisa per shares. Our company has also made a CSR activities about 18.62 lakhs of rupees spent for the welfare measures. Very nice. Sir, one thing is appearing that the debt is concerned. Non-current about 49 crores and current about 190 crores of rupees. Total current liabilities comes 307 on page 100. How we plan to reduce debt of the company and cost minimization? Kindly focus. Sir, consider one planned visit, if it is possible, at Haldia. Any new technology introduced for improving manufacturing or production process at the plant, kindly share views. Introduction about solar energy at the plant, kindly discuss and views about the issues. I hope our company will definitely grow up with better result, giving a transparency at all levels. Strategic move will be placed, keeping definitely in mind shareholders' rewarding policy. I thank our company secretary also, Mr. Vivek Jain, is well sincere, maintaining good investor services as and when we require. I thank also all team members for such a wonderful video conferencing meeting today. Very smoothly. Myself, Amit Kumar Banerjee, over to you for further proceedings. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. Now the last speaker is Mr. Asit Kumar Pathak.
Mr. Pathak, please.
Am I audible, sir?
You are audible.
That's it. Okay, sir. Very good afternoon, respected Chairman, MD, Board of Directors, Company Secretary, fellow members joining at 15th AGM of Manaksia Aluminium Company Limited. My name is Asit Kumar Pathak, joining from Dum, Kolkata. At first, my esteemed gratitude to our Company Secretary, Mr. Vivek Jain, and inter-secretarial team for sending me the notice of the AGM with digital annual report very well in advance and allow me to speak. Sir, your opening remarks as well as our respected MD explained all the positive performance of my company beyond all the challenges financial year 25, as well as future strategies and roadmap. Excellent representation from our respected MD and covered all our valid points. Also, thanks to our respected whole-time directors mentioning nicely our remodeling strategy, new product lines and export and shifting export to domestic and specific production infrastructure unit productions, also households and card number plates and recycling strategies. Excellent, sir. And thanks to my company's management team achieving excellent financial result, top line growth near about 7.72% and dividend payout 7%. Also PBT near about 8 crores against 7 crores. Excellent, sir, for this. Now coming to my points. Sir, it mentioned in the balance sheet earned nominal profit and to enhancing value-added products, diversified products portfolios, domestic and international to de-risk its business strategies. Sir, share your thoughts. Also, our respected Mendy mentioned our any capacity expansion program and capex portion for this, and our inter strategies for better margin, and also export business export. Our respected MD also mentioned there is a very tariff turbulence are going. So, any our export info in current financial year, share your thoughts. Also, we have incorporated new wholly owned subsidiary Manaksia Aluminium Inc. USA. So, share your thoughts about this, our export strategies apart from this. Also, in respect to research and development program, where we have R&D lab and quality control lab for every product's quality and international acceptance. So, we have capex program in RD in current financial year. Share your thoughts. Also, diversified products mentioned our respected whole-time director. So, I have also some views about this. So, I not elaborate about this. And sir, are we ongoing recycling program? So, are we getting in PLI in recycling for PLI scheme, Viksit Bharat and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative? Share your thoughts. This is the very, very most important. And also in GST reduction, any positive impact in our operations where we face the tariff in international market. So GST reduction is any positive in our operation. Share your thoughts about this. And if possible, share your thoughts about domestic order inflow in current financial year. Share your thoughts. Also, our respected MD mentioned their green initiative. I also point there, so I do not elaborate about this. I also noted this point. And also, my previous speaker also mentioned a factory visit. Very long, it is pending. So, if possible, from our management team, a small factory visit to attending members. And finally, present our capacity of utilization in our two plants. Share your thoughts about this. A very good company, a value-added products. I have noticed very, very value-added products, and that is the very market acceptable in domestic market. I noticed in the balance sheet. So nothing negative points I search out, and all positively I search out. So I have prayed to God, to everybody, for good health and prosperity of my company. Thanking you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Pathak. Now I request our chairman to proceed with the meeting.
I would like to express my thanks to our shareholder for their keen interest in the affairs of the company and also for the suggestion and advice to the management. As many as 5 shareholders have participated in this raising questions. Now I request our managing director, Sri Sunil Kumar Agaral, to reply to the queries of the shareholders. Sri Sunil Kumar, please.
Thank you, sir. And I'd like to express my thanks to all shareholders for their keen interest in their affairs of the company and also their suggestions, advice to the management. And I would like to answer their queries now. First speaker was Mr. Subhash Kaur, and he stated that what we are planning for financial cost reduction. This is one first point he raised. So for finance cost, your company, we are balancing our finance cost both. Like our long term and short term, and we are closely overview. And also, since the repo rate has been reduced, so company has gained a little bit cost reduction on the interest part. And second, you raise EBITDA, how we can plan EBITDA, we can increase our EBITDA, and what is our plan for further improvement on. So as already we have discussed that we are in a sector where this aluminium has got a multi-ferrous application and is growing. And your company is looking mostly now for value-added products, which already Mr. Anirudh Agarwal also stated that we have got a large support of domestic market, which is growing, and the company is expanding there and making new value-added products, especially for false ceiling, building facade, roofing, and like aluminum circles. So the many applications are there already. Company already done a capex to improve their quality and the capacity enhancement for further, so that EBITDA can be increased. Third question, you stated a strategy for US subsidiary. So as you know, US subsidiary has your company has we have started almost a year back, but later on this tariff has been imposed. So US subsidiary definitely is it is a confidence, it is a building procedure, and our customers, they feel confident. And your company, as you all know, that in this tariff we are not much impacted, because in steel and aluminium throughout the globally, US has imposed 50% throughout. So it is not only on India, but now the main issue is going on for the reciprocal tariff. Actually, reciprocal tariff is not attract in steel and aluminium. So I think that way aluminium already we are already supplying to US market. Already we started getting orders again. So I think it is a process, and we feel that this market will again will come back. So I hope I have answered all of your questions, Mr. Kaur. Now I move to Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta's questions. He raised that the demand of aluminium is increasing. Correctly, he pointed out that aluminium is again product which is replacing steel in some of the cases, and even in the consumer durables, and also automobile in EV. So there's many applications which is coming in aluminium, and that is one of the reason of increasing demand. Now you raise a question of green energy. So company is also planning to put up a small solar plant on a rooftop on our shade, since we don't have a much space available on the ground. So company is planning to put up a solar plant on the factory building on the shades. And currently, as you said, the major requirement from the infrastructure, from the airport, railway, these are increasing. Already your company is supplying to all these vendors, where they are supplying aluminium to airports and railway for their different applications, and your company is already registered there. You also raise the question impact of the US tariff. So US tariff, already I explained that your company is impacted not much, because globally aluminium and steel, especially talking about aluminium, the tariff is 50% across all global. So India is also under 50% category. But your company has got a strength, because we have got the least CVD and anti-dumping duty, which is in other countries is very, very high. Countries like China is very, very high. It is almost 70%. And in our case, the CVD is practically 0-0, and the anti-dumping is about 1.7%, which is negligible. And already our companies started getting inquiries, and already we got almost for another 1 quarter already some of the orders already repeat order we have got from the US. Now I move to Mr. Jagdish Bakshi's questions regarding, he raised a question about value-added products. So as already I have in my speech also I said that your company is looking for mainly value-added products like for building facades, building roofings, false ceiling, which has got a very high demand, both domestic and globally, and already your company is invested for improvement of the quality and the capacity for those products. Repeat orders, as you already I said, that we have got now we are focusing on a domestic market more, because the Indian market is growing. Apart from other export market, your company is not much impacted due to US tariff, since already your company is quite diversified in other export. Like we have got already, we are exporting to Middle East, Europe, African countries. So, and already we started getting again repeat orders from US also. As you know, I mean, also you raised the question on recycling. So recycling is a major focus for the company, and as you know, and we have company has done quite a lot capex for improving recycling facility for better quality and better yield, so that we can improve our bottom line and our margins. Now I move to Mr. Amit Kumar Bakshi's question. What is our debt plan? So I can tell you, Mr. Banerjee, that our company is I mean, we are balancing our debt plan. We have got we are very focused on our product, and we whatever capex we are doing, and cautiously we are monitoring, and then only we do the capex and we take the loan. And as already I explained that due to reduction or repo rate, our cost of borrowing also little bit came down, which is really helping for the bottom line of the company. We are also you highlighted about the new technology process. So company is also doing a lot of capex and a lot of research on new product development. Already we are quite successful as for the new product development. On already we are getting a good orders both domestically, especially domestically, rather than exports. Regarding solar plant, you said already. I explained that small solar plant we are putting up on a rooftop on our factory building. You stated regarding PLI. So on aluminium, we don't have a PLI. On steel, there is a PLI scheme. So government of India is still not given any PLI scheme for the aluminium industry. Recycling is, as I said, recycling also our main forte, and companies looking for upgrading recycling facility for improving quality and improving the metal yield and the margins. You stated about the GST impact. On aluminium as such, there is no reduction on GST this time, but on the consumer durables, everything which is actually consuming industry, there already GST has been reduced. I feel also in the automobile where aluminium is quietly largely consumed. So I believe this GST impact also will have a very positive impact for demand for domestic industry. You raised the question for USA subsidiary. As already I said, US subsidiary, your company has we have done almost more than a year back, and later this tariff issue was started. But this subsidiary definitely helped us for confidence build up for our customer. And already I explained that due to tariff, your company is not impacted because the tariff is globally the same tariff on every country, all the countries. Rather, we have got a major advantage of a least anti-dumping and least TVD on your company, and that is how we are getting started getting a repeat orders. And regarding new products, also you raised a question. So already explained, it is an ongoing process, and your company is in a journey for development of new products and also the quality improvement. So it is an ongoing process, and your company is already very focused about it. Capacity utilization, I feel that we year after year our capacity utilization is increasing, and already I feel we are very close to 70% utilization, and next year your company is targeting a turnover of over 600 crores, so capacity utilization would be much better. I hope I answered all of the questions, but in case you have any other question, you can always get in touch with our company secretary, and they will very happy to answer all the questions. Now I request Mr. Chairman to proceed.
Thank you very much, Sunilji. I would like to inform you that those members who are present in the meeting through VC or AVM facility and have not casted their vote on the resolution earlier through remote e-voting can vote through e-voting system during the continuation of the meeting. The e-voting platform will remain open for 15 minutes post conclusion of the meeting. The company has appointed Mr. Ashit Kumar Love from Messrs. A.K. Love and Company, the company secretaries and scrutinizer, for the AGM to scrutinize e-voting in fair and transparent manner. The consolidated result of the e-voting along with the scrutinizer's report on the resolution contained in the notice would be declared within 2 working days from the conclusion of this AGM and will also be available on the website of the company, where the website of NSDL, and the same shall also be submitted to the stock exchange where the share of the company are listed, that is NSC and BSE Limited, within the stipulated time. The shareholder can also view the scrutinizer report of the official website of the National Stock Exchange of India Limited and the BSE Limited. Further, the result will also be placed on the notice board of the company as at the registered office. I would like to express my gratitude to all of our shareholders for attending this annual general meeting and actively participating in the meeting. Good wishes to all of you, including your family members, for upcoming festive season on behalf of the company. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Now I request Sri Company Secretary to please.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Now I request Mr. Suvendu Sekhar Mohanty, Independent Director of the company, to give vote of thanks to the chair and members and conclude this meeting.
Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board Directors, esteemed colleagues, and the shareholders. I, Subhendu Mohanty, an independent director in the company, joining virtually from Lagos, Nigeria. As we conclude this annual general meeting, it is my privilege as an independent director to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the board, and I am indeed very happy and thankful to do that. First and foremost, I extend heartiest gratitude to our chairman and the entire board for their leadership during the challenging year. Your continuous strategic guidance and the commitment you have shown is instrumental in steering our company through turbulent times. I would also like to sincerely thank our hardworking management team and the employees whose dedication and the resilience have kept our operations steady despite the significant headwinds that we had. I would also particularly like to specially thank our whole-time director, Mr. Anirudh Agrawal, for his foresight and preemptive initiative which have steered your company through the turbulence and difficult times of 24-25 and has in on his plate the onerous task of leading the company from the front to the turbulent financial year of 25-26. As you have already heard, first time we have crossed 500 crore mark in the last year, a growth of about 17.5 over the previous year, and the corresponding improvement in the bottom line. The recent imposition of the skyrocketing tariffs by the United States, commonly termed as Trump tariff, have imposed a heavy burden on our exports, especially on aluminum roofing sheets, which constitute more than 60% of our export to US market and 40% of our overall sales. This tariff, rising from 10% to 50%, is enough to break the back of any company, as the demand from the US is going to go down to an abysmally low level. Yet, despite these difficulties, I'm encouraged and I'm happy to inform you that the innovative efforts underway in your company to diversify our products beyond USA, exploring opportunities like India, Europe, Southeast Asia, Africa, has been the hallmark of Mr. Anirudh's initiative. Our ability to adapt this evolving trade environment will determine our future success. The management team, under the able leadership of our Managing Director Sunilji and whole-time Director Anirudhji, who is driving the operation, with their prudent foresight and have embarked upon major insignificant projects in the right time during 23-24, taking three-pronged initiatives in the direction of A, rationalization of product mix, B, cost reduction programs, C, market diversification, so as to make ourselves more cost competitive, and reduce dependence on US market. I am sure these initiatives will stand us in good stead in the recent development of the unilateral unimaginative Trump tariff. You have heard Anirudhji, his imaginative initiatives in this right time, and he has elaborated, so I need not talk about it. I would like to thank our partners, suppliers, and all stakeholders who have given their continued support and collaboration during these uncertain times. Finally, I would like to thank all the stakeholders for your trust and the confidence in Manaksia Aluminium and the managing team. We remain committed to navigating these challenges with prudence and with strive towards restoring sustainable growth and profitability. With gratitude for everyone present here, I look forward to our collective efforts towards a brighter prospect ahead of us. Have a good day and a great Puja and Diwali holidays. Thank you.
Here we conclude our 15th
Vivek.
annual general meeting of the company. See you all next year. Thank you.
Sir, we have stopped the live streaming of the meeting and now we are ending the meeting for everyone. Have a great day.